I'm Levich, and I'm a product manager at Google, leading one of the areas in Android platform. Today, we are joined by Sabrina Ellis, product management director at Google. Welcome, Sabrina.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
I am a director of product management on the Android team at Google. And the areas that I'm responsible for include Android apps, location and context, and just recently I took over the Google Store.
Excellent. Sabrina, tell us a little about your take on product management. What is that role about?
A product manager, I think the main role is really about bringing together all the different parts of a team to launch a product. You know, one key element is really understanding the user. And another is to take that knowledge and communicate it to the team. So you're bringing together the design team, the engineering team, and then all the way through when you're moving into launch with the QA team and the launch team and all of those aspects. And a lot of the role of the product manager is to bring those groups together so that you can launch a successful product.
What does it mean to actually bring things together to launch products? What do people actually do in this role?
So it starts from just the concept. Who are we building this for? And really making that clear to everybody that's on the team, really thinking about that user, what are their needs, how do we fit into their lives? I think that's the first step of really trying to communicate that and make sure that everyone's aligned on those concepts. And then from there, it is saying, so how is it that we want to build the best product for them? And that can mean, let's bring together the engineers, let's think about where it is that we want to go, let's work with the designers to say, if this is the user that we want, how is it that we would design the best user interface for them? With all of those things, how do we build a product, how do we build a roadmap, and then make sure that we're getting the best product out to them as soon as possible?
That sounds really interesting, but also challenging. What's challenging about it? Tell us.
You know, I think one of the most challenging things is, in general, in the product management role, the people are not reporting to you. So you have this role and you have this responsibility, like I said, where you're bringing together all the ideas of what users want. You want to highlight what the priorities are and what we're all moving towards. You want to make sure that everyone is aligned on a roadmap, but you actually don't have the authority of any of these people potentially reporting to you. So a lot of it is about influencing other people. It's really talking about, why are these the right things? Why is it that this is what we want to build for the users? Why is this the right roadmap for us to follow? And making sure that you've thought it through and convincing everyone that this is the direction you want to move towards.
So it's all about communication.
It's a ton about communication. That's a huge amount of the job. You know, it's about influencing other people. And, you know, I like to say that sometimes I get the most amount of work done in the salad bar line, right? You've got to figure out what your own style is and how you can convince people.
And food is important.
Food is also important, and we are lucky that at Google they do feed us.
Indeed. Tell us about what's exciting for you. What gets you up in the morning when you go to work?
I mentioned, I think, being passionate. I think that's one of the key elements of being a successful product manager. I think you want to be passionate about the space that you're working in. For me, it is technology. It is the potential of taking that technology and bringing it to large parts of the society and actually being able to change their lives.
Sabrina, what about now? Are you working on anything in particular that really gets you excited?
So right now, one of the projects that I'm leading is called Google Fit. We just launched last fall.
Congrats.
And thank you. And that's a project where I think we have a big opportunity to really change people's lives. Hundreds of millions of people's lives, in fact. Right now, we know people carry their phones with them every day. We know that we also have the opportunity to take those phones that they're already carrying, take the sensors that are in them, and make those into fitness devices without them having to spend more money or really change their habits. So with that data, we hope that we can help people understand their own fitness and how they might make small tweaks in order to improve their overall well-being. And what gets me up is we can really help improve the lives of almost 1 billion people. And I think that potential is something that's just really exciting.
It is. It's actually already changing my life as I want to do more and more steps using my Android watch.
That's great.
True story.
I will admit I feel a lot of guilt as well when I see my stats at the end of the day.
Well, thank you, Sabrina, for joining us. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much for having me here.
And thanks everyone for watching. This is Product Management with Levich. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes and subscribe to Techmakers YouTube channel.